Hi guys, my name is Dari and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about my goals for the remainder of 2023 for this channel. As I'm talking, I'm going to be looking down at my phone because I actually have the list in my notes, and that's going to help me to get through this video, so don't mind me. But I think we can go ahead and dive right into it. The first goal I have in mind for this year is I want to focus on fitting. This year is going to be for sure about fitting because in previous years I've really, I think, focused more on my technique of making sure that the inside of my garments look good as well as the outside of my garments. And though I've worked on fitting, I don't think I've ever made it my focus, but I definitely want to invest more time in it this year. And actually, I have recently purchased quite a few books. This one I purchased, I believe, last year, but I have the Palmer Plesh collection, basically, of books that are supposed to help with the fitting process, right? The Palmer Plesh books, they are more focused on fitting the actual paper pattern to your body. And there's a series of steps you have to go through in order to do that. It's supposed to be in a certain order. And you actually prep the pattern pieces to put on your body. So this is a little different than the method that is taught in this book, which is the Pattern Fitting with Confidence by Nancy Zeman. And, can you see that? Yeah. In this book, I noticed that it's more prepping the pattern onto another piece of paper. You actually do the adjustments on another piece of paper. You actually do it by pivoting, doing a lot of pivoting and sliding up, sliding down, sliding to the sides, that kind of thing. And I find Nancy's method quite interesting, and I've actually tried it already. In my previous video, I don't know if you recall, but I had a shirt that I made that was on my dress form, and I had turned it around in the video and explained that I had done a sway back adjustment. I have a sway back, so I require this adjustment, although I haven't always done it in the past. But going forward, I definitely want to do it because I don't want that bunching in the back, in the lower part of my back. So I did the sway back adjustment, and it was awesome. It was successful. It looked amazing. So I like both methods, although the Palmer Plesh method is more new to me. So it's going to take a little bit more practice, I think, to get the Palmer Plesh method down. But I recently bought like the fitting, and I'll put some pictures in the video so that you can see what I'm talking about. But I purchased the Fitting for Real People for pants, and then there was another one that was for knits, and I thought the knitting method was pretty interesting. So I have these books, and I have more books actually, but I'm investing more into the books so I can actually review them, study them, and practice practice in real life onto my actual pattern pieces and garments. So yeah, that's my first goal. And the second goal for me is going to be working on pants this year, because in the past I really haven't focused on pants. I've done a lot of tops, a lot of dresses. I showed you in the last video a pair of pants that I did make last year. But like, for example, I've shied away from pants only because like it requires, or some of them require, like trousers require a zip fly, like you have to install a fly into your pants. And I have always been, I guess, like a bit intimidated by that. Not that I can't do it, I'm sure I can do it. It's just that it's just a lot of steps, and maybe I was lazy. I don't know. I just really didn't want to focus so much on trying to get that down, but I do now. So that's going to be something I really want to do this year. I want to make a pair of jeans if possible, and actually I already have a pattern that's cut out on my table, and it's this one right here. It's the Simplicity S9647. Can you see that? I'm actually making, or planning to make view C. I thought it would be really nice to make view C because it doesn't have that big cuff at the bottom. And I feel like it's a versatile pattern because right now I could wear it for the winter. with a pair of like sock booties, and then when we transition into spring and summer, I can still wear it, but wear it with heels, right? So definitely pants are on my list. I have denim fabric that I purchased last year from Joann's. That's like a stretch denim. And my plan for that was to make the ginger jeans, the high-waisted ones, because I really like high-waisted pants. And I still haven't touched it. Like, I haven't done anything with it, but it's on my list. I definitely want to make it. I have a few patterns in mind, but definitely the ginger jeans were the like #1 for me. Okay, so my third goal that I want to work on this year is actually starting some new hobbies. I actually purchased 2 kits from Wool and the Gang, and I'll insert either the clip of the website or a photo, but I wanted to start new hobbies because I love sewing, but I feel like I want to do other things. So I purchased 1 crochet kit, and I also purchased a knitting kit. And I'll show you what I've done so far. I've actually started the crochet first, and I actually left my swatch upstairs, but I can show you that I've started my sweater, but here you go. This is my sweater, but as you can see, like, it's kind of curving, and I think I'm learning. So I think it has something to do with my tension. Maybe the chain stitch is a little too tight, so it's like kind of like warped. You can see it's a little bit warped, and also it's curved. You can see that's curved. And this is supposed to be a sweater, so I'm like, ah. And I've made it this far. I've done pretty good, see? I've done pretty good. It's only been like a couple of weeks. And this has been really exciting for me because I never honestly thought that I would get into crochet, but for some reason lately I was just like, man, I really want to make a sweater, and I started looking at different videos online, and I noticed that crochet seemed to be a lot easier to do than knitting. So I thought it would be a really good idea to at least get one of each, like crochet and knitting, just to see which one I like better. And I can tell you that this one is supposed to be the Devotion Jumper by, I don't know if you can see that, but by Wool and the Gang, and it looked like a really easy sweater to put together. It was one of the few sweaters available that were made for beginners, so I thought I would give it a shot. But I really, 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 really love it. And actually, I also love crochet purses, and I'm really interested in getting into crochet purses. So I want to start this whole sweater thing first and try to get the tension down, understand tension. And then from there, maybe I can move on to like actually making crochet purses. And the reason why I want to make a crochet purse is because like I've always liked crochet purses. I actually have 2 upstairs. I have one, both of them actually are from Saks, and the crochet bag is white or maybe cream colored, and it's so pretty. And I never thought in my mind, why is it that I'm attracted to crochet? And I think I just always have been. And so like that purse I purchased 15 years ago plus maybe, and it's still in excellent shape, still looks amazing. And then the other purse I purchased like 20 plus years ago, and it's still in excellent shape, and it's also from Saks. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I can't believe I've always been attracted to it and I didn't even realize it. And that's why when I see the videos regarding crochet purses, I'm like, oh my god, I want to make one. So that's definitely on my list. But let me show you that for the knitting, I purchased this kit. It is for the Follow You sweater. I'll try to find a photo of it, but I purchased a red color, and the other one you could see for the crochet kit, you could see that I purchased like a turquoise color. But I wanted something that kind of stood out, popped out like this, something bright. And let me tell you, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to cast on knitting the knitting stitches, and it's been a disaster. full-blown disaster. I really tried, and I noticed that the way I was holding my my knitting needles, it was an awkward position for me, and I couldn't get it right. I just couldn't get the flow of it. So that's something I think I'm still gonna work on. If for any reason I still can't get it down, I'm just gonna take this yarn and I'm gonna crochet the yarn instead, because I really don't know what I'm doing, but it's something that I like to learn, right? I want to learn how to make beautiful sweaters. I have this one in mind, one in particular in mind, and I found it on my Pinterest, and I've left it on my Pinterest board, but I just want to make it so bad. It's just so beautiful, and I feel like it's so me, like my style. So hopefully we can get that done. We'll see. But anyway, that's one of the goals I have for this year. The next one I have is also another hobby that I am extremely excited about. I actually purchased the shoemaking course, the 2.0 masterclass from I Can Make Shoes. And I am extremely excited about it because I have always wanted to make my own pair of shoes. Like a couple of years ago, I looked into making like my own espadrilles, and it was really hard to find the sole for the espadrilles. I wanted to make wedges, and I found it really difficult to find the soles. Like, it wasn't readily available. I feel like now it is more so. I think more and more people are getting into shoemaking, so I feel like I find more of those types of soles on Etsy and in the marketplace in general. So in that regard, I'm very happy about that, but I've kind of moved on. Not that I don't want to make espadrilles, I still do, but I've kind of moved on from that to desiring to make my own like heels, my own mules. And like I have something already in my mind as to what I want to make, but I'm thinking like a mid-size heel in a pewter, you know what I'm talking about, like a dark gray, a pewter colored, not fabric, but maybe like a leather. And I am just so excited about it. I mean, I've already watched several of the videos. I think her new 2.0 class actually it's the newer version of her courses, and it drops I think tomorrow or the 30th. So anyway, I'm gonna be ordering my shoe kit this week, and so I have no idea how long it's gonna take to get here, but I'm just gonna be like eating up the courses or the classes in the course, because I'm very excited about it. And so we'll see what happens with that. But before the end of the year, I definitely want to complete a pair of shoes. I definitely want to have my own pair of pewter colored heels, mid-size heels. So we'll see if that happens. And if I get that done, shoot, if it's good, if it looks really good, I'm gonna keep on going. So we'll see what happens with that. But so that was one of my goals. And then the other thing I have in mind is to actually, let me see, I want to remodel my sewing studio. So I want to get rid of this ugly carpet that I have. It's so ugly. You've probably seen it in videos in the past, and it is just the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it has like, because the previous owners of this house had like they had a dog, and that dog, yeah, they did a number to this carpet. And of course, you know, I had to buy the house as it was. So it's up to me now, obviously, to get rid of this carpet and put in like hardwood flooring. And I'm thinking about having like a light hardwood. I'll see if I can find a photo of what I'm talking about, but I just want this room to be brighter. It's already my room has already white walls in it, but I want the room to be a little bit brighter. I want the floor to look beautiful, because eventually I want to rearrange everything in this room. I also want to buy new furniture because I've been looking into like some IKEA furniture for my studio. Excuse me. And I want to like update all of my tables. Right now I have those foldable 6 feet long tables, and with the extensions to like lift them up higher. And sometimes when I'm sewing, like the table actually like shakes, which I hate, and everything rattles. So what I want to do is I want to replace all of my tables, and I want to maybe buy one more of these stands back here. It's like the 9 cubicle stand, and maybe get like another one for my books. And so I'm hoping to revamp this room and also create a space with the new flooring where I can actually take photos down here versus upstairs, because one of the issues I had all of these years of being in this beautiful townhome is that when I want to take photos and I want it to look really nice on my hardwood floor, I have to go upstairs. I have to take all my equipment upstairs. I have to take my lamps and of course my tripod, and it's just really not convenient. I want everything to remain here in the studio. I don't want to have to go up to my second floor or my first floor to actually get that done. So that is absolutely a major thing that like a major project that I want to get done this year. I'm sure it's not going to take that long. It's just that now that it's just me, right? I have to figure out how in the world I'm going to move around all this furniture while the guys, whoever comes in, whatever company comes in to, remove the carpet, while they have their space to do that. Like, I'm gonna have to move everything by myself. So I'm not really looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to a new fresh space. I'll keep you posted on that as I guess once I get that going, I'll try to film it because it's just gonna be a passion project, and I'm excited about it. The other thing I want to do this year is buy a new serger. I actually have a brother serger. It's the one that pretty much everyone has. I can't remember if it's like the 1034. It's I'll take a look at it in a bit, but it's one that I've had with me for 8+ years, and it's okay. It's decent, but it's not the greatest. And I want to have beautiful seams on the inside where they're beautifully serged, and I'm tired of trying to figure out all the time like the right settings for it, because with every fabric it's constantly changing. I want to invest in one that can kind of detect the fabric if that exists. I thought I saw a Bernina one that was like that, but I'm willing to spend a couple $1,000s if needed to find a serger that's like that. So we'll see what happens in that front. But I'm definitely on the lookout for a new serger, and it's gonna be a Bernina, I think, because I want it to match the sewing machine that I actually do have. And I've been really happy with the Bernina that I purchased, a few years back. So I kind of want to have one that matches it. So yeah, so that's my goal for like equipment. And lastly, my very last goal for the year is to get myself on camera more. Like, besides the fact that I want to record more, I also, like for YouTube, I also want to do more short form videos. And I will be completely honest with you, I have shied away from doing reels where I'm showing myself because I've always thought that I wasn't that photogenic, to be honest. And I've always felt like really self-conscious, and I don't know, I guess maybe I spent some time comparing myself to other channels. I really don't know. Maybe I compare myself to other people that are out there in the sewing world that, are pretty popular, and I'm just like, I don't think I'll ever get there. I am not sure what it is or what the root of this self-consciousness is, but the point of the matter is that I've shied away from recording myself, even doing lives. Like a lot of people do lives on Instagram. I shied away from that. I even on TikTok, like, I haven't really posted a lot of videos. I have videos, I just haven't posted a whole lot of videos because of this situation. So I'm hoping that once I get this room cleaned up, looking good, looking like I want it, I think I will have more incentive to do like more reels down here where I can put on my clothes and have it look good, have like a setting that is perfect for what it is I have in mind. So I definitely want to get on camera more and get more comfortable being on camera on my other social media platforms. I'm comfortable here. I'm looking at you, right? In this setting, I'm just looking at you and talking to a camera. But in the other settings, it would require me moving around, showing off my clothes, and doing like a little bit of modeling for you, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm trying to get into more. But anyway, besides that, those are my top goals. I lost count like halfway through, didn't I? But anyway, the point of the matter is, I do have goals for this year. I do want to accomplish them. So I'm going to use this video as a way of holding myself accountable for it. And yeah, I hope to share more videos on my process for everything that I've mentioned here. And if you don't mind, because I know that this is mainly a sewing channel, but I want to show off my shoes if I make them. I want to show off my sweaters if I make them, my crochet or knitting or whatever it is that I decide to move forward in. And I want to share them on this channel with you because at the end of the day, they're all creative things that I'm going to be making with my hands. So I'm excited about the rest of the remainder of the year, and I do hope that you'll stick with me. Yeah, if you want to support me, I would absolutely love that you give me a thumbs up, for one, on this video. And then if you're not yet subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.